After vigils and protests all across Idaho to support the people of color in our community, what's next? Idaho News 6 reporter Lindsay Amundsen tells us where people can get involved to help against racial injustices.
First and foremost, you gotta be mindful of what is it you're trying to rectify, right? If you're trying to make differences in education, like the education gap in cities other than Boise, contribute to an actual specific school or an institution that deals with that particular thing. From a legal perspective,
the ACLU and the Black History Museum are two established organizations within our community that have fought for the rights of Black people for years. When donating to these organizations, make sure you tell them where you want your money to go.
But so don't just give money and say, hey, fix this. Have a clear, concise plan as far as what you want done. Even if we have to tweak it some, we can do that and use those organizations that have been vested in doing so.
The work that we are doing at the ACLU is to make sure that we continue to advance not only the conversation, but also the systemic changes that need to occur in this country.
As the director of the Black History Museum, Thompson is also working to become part of the solution, but he needs help.
Currently, we're in the midst of finalizing a technological solution that can deal with a vast number of people being involved, being able to connect, stakeholders, power holders, those that actually are responsible for how the city and state tick.
Thompson calls on all the stakeholders and policymakers in our state to get equally invested in fighting racial injustices.
And that we have a dialogue, not a diatribe of me telling you of how what you've done is wrong, but for us to actually work cooperatively to rectify this.
He adds that with both our commendable police force and approachable political scene in Idaho, change should come.
We've got to make use of that. It has to be, yes, the emotional outlet, get it off your chest. Yes, this sucks, it's gone on far too long, but how do we rectify this so we are not doing the same 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years from now?
To learn more about how you can get involved, visit this story on our website. Lindsay Amundsen, Idaho News 6.